Durbania, I'm Durbin.
I'm Laura.
In this video, we are doing because it was suggested to us by one of our viewers, Darth Vader. He left a comment asking, why don't you do a countdown of your favorite animated movie villains? And so that is exactly what Laura and I decided to do, because that just sounded really fun and awesome. Now, we decided if we're going to count down our favorite animated movie villains, why go on the internet, do all this homework and all that stuff? We just said, let's just go back from memory. What villains from all the animated movies actually just stand out in our heads? And so the top 5 are what she and I actually agreed on that really stood out to us both. Then we have our honorable mentions, which do stand out to us, but we didn't completely agree on what level.
Some stand out to him more than me.
Right. So that's what we'll do. So we have our top 5, and before number 1, we got some honorable mentions. So getting right into it, Laura, let's kick it off with our number 5.
This one goes with my favorite movie, and he's not necessarily scary at all, but he's just...
Well, it's not a scary villain. It's
no
favorite
exactly,
villain.
And
right.
That's why we went with Lord Farquaad from Shrek. I love that movie. It makes me laugh so much. Everybody does, not just Shrek and Fiona, but Lord Farquaad and Donkey and the dragon, and I just love that movie. And it's just like, in Farquaad, I mean, you think it's this big menacing villain, then they lower the table for him when he tortures the gingerbread man. And It's just all the little things in that movie that I just loved, and that's why Farquaad was number 5.
I think the gingerbread scene is one of the things that makes him stand out to me.
Yes.
But the other thing is, you know, when he's trying to marry the princess at the end, and he goes, no, you said I do, I said I do, we're married. Like he's trying to kiss her and he makes that noise. Like, it's just hilarious.
It's like, it's legal.
Yes.
I'm king.
Our number 4 most memorable animated villain is Maleficent. Not the new Maleficent from the live action stuff. The one from that old Disney movie cartoon. And I definitely had to throw this one in here myself and make sure it fell into the countdown. Because here's the deal. I haven't seen that animated Cinderella movie in ages. I hardly remember it.
But not Cinderella either.
What is it?
It's Sleeping Beauty.
But the point that I'm trying to get at is with Sleeping Beauty, I hardly remember that movie, but I remember Maleficent. I remember her creepy green skin, her creepy green magic.
The fire.
The green fire.
And then she turns into a dragon.
And then the princess to fight the dragon. The weird monologue she talks about, you know, with Cinderella. Gosh, Sleeping Beauty reaches a certain age and she'll prick her finger on the thingy. And, you know, just the weird stuff. I don't know. Let's just say that she stuck out to me. Even if I can't remember the movie so well, and I keep confusing it with Cinderella, I remember Maleficent, and I remember her clearly. That is one animated villain that left an impact on me for sure.
That would do it.
Yeah.
That would definitely do it. All right, well, for number 3, this is probably... It was hard. This is probably one of my favorite villains of all time, but our top 2 I do think are better.
Yeah.
She's my favorite. Ursula from The Little Mermaid. I mean, that song, Poor Unfortunate Souls. I love that song.
That is a good song.
I mean, that is just such a great villain song. I mean, there's other great villain songs. Oh, no, all of them are great villain songs.
Yeah.
Disney, you hit the villain songs great.
You did.
And I guess they know how to go dark pretty easily.
They do.
But I just,
yeah.
Ursula.
Well, as she's singing that song and you're sitting in her little cavern with all the weird gooey people,
and
which
you
were once
find out that those are all people that she shrunk down and keep as trinkets.
And then she stole Ariel's voice, turned into that other beautiful woman to take her husband. I mean, and then she turns into the giant octopus lady at the end, gets rammed by the ship. Oh my gosh.
Oh. Little Mermaid's probably one of my favorite animated movies in general.
I haven't seen Little Mermaid in a while either, but Ursula's another one that stands out because she was creepy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So our number 2, one of my other favorite animated movies growing up. I had like 2 favorites. Aladdin was one of them, and Jafar is just a villain that has always stood out to me. Number 1, what's his parrot's name? I can't remember.
Iago.
Iago. I liked Iago. He's a good villain sidekick, and I thought he was just hilarious as, you know, Jafar's...
He's evil and funny.
Yes, he's evil and funny, but then just Jafar was wicked. I mean, just from that look that he has, just from the way that he talks, and then at the end when he turns into a giant red genie.
Yeah.
Oh man, just think if he didn't have those weird gold shackles on his wrist and was a slave. Yeah, and he was a slave to the lamp. Just think the horrible things that guy could have unleashed. I mean, that guy was he was villainous.
He was.
Yeah. So
No,
Jafar.
Jafar is definitely up there for me.
Yeah, Jafar has always
That's
stuck
why we
with me.
agreed. Number 2.
Man, we need to watch Aladdin again soon.
I
don't
love
we?
that movie.
That
we have
is-
it. We're gonna watch it soon.
We gotta watch it again soon. So now let's hit our honorable mentions before we get to our number 1 villain here. So you go first.
All right. Well, I had to look up her name because she's just the evil queen from Snow White.
Oh, yes.
Queen. I'm gonna look at my notes. Queen Grimhild. And let me tell you, when I was 4 years old, my family took me to Disneyland for the first time. And pretty soon as you enter in, there's the not Sleeping Beauty ride. There's the Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs ride. And of course my parents decide, oh, it's just a little cart ride. And I see the queen peek her head out of the castle and I screamed bloody murder for the next who knows how long.
Was it when
And
she
then-
flipped around and she was the old lady?
No,
Or
it was before we even went in the ride. She like peeks her head out of the top of the castle. I still remember vividly to this day, and I was 4. And it's like, nobody in my family could figure out why I was freaking out. And then they proceed to take me on the ride. I'm screaming on this ride, poor people around me, and all I remember is my dad saying, ooh, look, there's gems, there's dwarf gems. And then we see her again. She was up there for me, way higher than some of the others, but not for him, so that's why she's just an honorable mention for us.
Syndrome from The Incredibles. He was funny, he was mean, and then, you know, he's freezing them all in the sky, and he's like, wait, Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl? And you had kids?
You guys got busy!
Like, I mean, he's just a great character. So here is our number 1 villain that really has stuck with the both of us. Should we say it at the same time?
Sure.
1, 2, 3.
Scar.
Scar is just an awesome villain. And
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yes, he also has an amazing villain song.
you know, I think that song is great. Be Prepared.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I love
One of
that
the
song.
best
That's
songs.
like one of my favorite
and
Disney
it's
songs.
Jeremy Irons that voices him, right?
Yeah.
And Jeremy Irons' voice
man.
is perfect
Yeah.
for Scar.
As a kid, this one scene gave me chills, and even as an adult, when I go back and watch it, I get the chills. It's when Mufasa's clawing up the wall, and the herd is going down below, and he's trying to claw up, and he's like, Scar! Brother! Help me! And then Scar just claws his paws, and he's like, long live the king. And lets him go. I get chills whenever I watch that.
He's evil from the beginning. I mean, the way he tricks Simba and Nala to go into, Simba convinces Nala to go into the elephant graveyard.
Yes.
And it's just everything he does is evil. And then he knows exactly how to play them all like a fiddle. And then
Yep.
he's evil again. And it's like, he's like, he gave me the weakness. And now I'm going to get him again. And then he dies. But,
Yeah.
spoiler alert.
I just thought it's interesting because The Lion King is loosely based off of Shakespeare's Hamlet.
Yes.
But Scar is truly just a Shakespearean villain.
Yes.
Like, he's just so epic in every
just
way.
An amazing
Oh,
villain.
man.
That was an easy one to pick as number
But again,
1.
I'm also biased because Lion King to this day, like of that history of Disney animated movies, Lion King by far and away stands out as my favorite, and Scar
It's
is
in my top 3.
he's just an epic villain.
Yes.
Like, so that's why he's my number 1.
Oh, maybe my top 4. Mine rotate.
As you can tell, we have a lot of animated movie villains
Yes,
that
but-
kind of have stood out to us.
But Scar, it's the best.
So what has stood out to you? Maybe in our list, maybe not in our list. Maybe there's something that we totally forgot, and you mentioning it's going to make us go, oh, we should have said that. Let us know in the comments which animated movie villains really have stood out to you. So let us know that. While you're there, hit that subscribe button. Become a Durbanian. Next to that subscribe button is that little bell. Click that. Be notified the moment I drop a video. Like and share this video. I'm Durbin.
I'm Laura.
Thank you so much for checking out Durbania.